Hello, and welcome to the fifth presentation in our Electoral Insights series. As always, my name is Hunter, and I'm joined by my colleague Mulebogen. Let's dive right in. From March 18th to April 1st, we recorded 321,000 mentions related to the forthcoming elections. The majority of these mentions were retweets, and around 46,000 unique accounts took part in the conversation. While no distinct peaks of activity were detected during this time frame, we've noted well-populated sub-conversations related to the MK Party, EFF, Jacob Zuma, and the ANC. One particularly well-engaged topic was the outcome of the ANC's electoral court case, which sought to argue that the MK Party was erroneously registered and thus should be struck from the ballot. We noted that the lead-up to the case was fraught with allegations of a predetermined outcome, partially mobilized by a pre-judgment presser organized by the governing party. Examples of these posts are present on your screen, with a major unifying theme being that the electoral court was allegedly captured. Interestingly, the post-judgment conversation was characterized by the praising of the judiciary. The dissonance noted through various high-traction posts, which made the case that the judiciary must not be evaluated on the basis of vested interests in specific case outcomes, as this practice sets a dangerous precedent which undermines the independence of institutions of democratic governance within the country. We further noted claims of foreign interference in the upcoming election. This narrative was attached to a TikTok video that we found across two posts, which garnered close to 100,000 views cumulatively. The video in question relays various successful and unsuccessful coup attempts in the global south, supported or actioned by the United States in prior decades. The video then goes on to speculate that the United States is currently engaged in planning a variety of coup or regime change attempts targeted at the BRICS nations, with South Africa particularly high on the list due to elections being held within the next 2 months. Alongside this, the individual in the video makes reference to the Democratic Alliance and Multi-Party Charter, referencing their attempts to garner Western support for electoral observation, as well as the launch of the ICJ case against Israel as supposed evidence that such an operation is being planned and will be implemented through the funding of opposition parties, particularly those within the Multi-Party Charter, and should that not work, through some form of election tampering. I'll now hand over to Lebo for the remainder of the presentation and a summary of recommendations.
The IEC has allowed people to vote outside their registered district only if they notify the Commission between 15 March and 17 May 2024. The post left of your screen shared this message using the IEC's previous post as a reference. In response, some individuals said they had missed this communication and did not know that they could indeed vote outside their district if they notified the IEC between the stipulated dates. On the other hand, the integrity of the Commission continues to be undermined by political parties and figures. Addressing supporters, former President Jacob Zuma said that if it were up to him, he would change the election laws to ensure that voting was no longer a secret. The emphasis on one's vote being their secret has various benefits, which include ensuring that the voter is free and comfortable to make their own decisions when it comes to political representation. Voting kept a secret also prevents intimidation. We continue to detect mis and disinformation as well as the spread of unsubstantiated allegations within the election conversation. Former President Jacob Zuma's recent car accident stirred up a range of allegations online. Some of Zuma's supporters alleged that the former president was a target of evil powers aiming to bring him down. A popular post with almost 600 likes expressed that Zuma's accident was an act of attempted murder. A popular anti-Zuma account alleged that the car accident was staged so that Zuma could get increased security. That post was liked more than 500 times. It's important to highlight that unsubstantiated allegations about Zuma's life being in danger can be traced back to the CABC's elections report in February. Taking note of all these findings, we recommend the media, civil society, and campaigns to play a key role in amplifying messaging from the IEC, especially as it relates to electoral participation, to remind voters of their rights and responsibilities within a democracy, including the right to confidentiality, to highlight that free and fair elections as well as democratic representation are a privilege that must be maintained, and to hold individuals, organizations, and politicians accountable when they spread mis and disinformation or rhetoric which is harmful. We will continue to monitor attacks against the IEC and judiciary and refute any claims that seek to undermine the integrity of these institutions. Thank you.